game.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Okay, good. Good, it's finally time. Yes, Picks and Bans, CJ Frost versus LGIM #1, and like the only stream viewer left is like, yeah, I made it, I stayed. I survived the downtime. Well, thank you, all 5 of you that stuck around. You're great, we love you. Here we go. The Lee Sin and the TF Bands.
Truly, you are the most hardcore of the OGN Legion.
So hardcore. When we start Hate Spike the band, you'll be able to be one of our groupies.
100%. Full access.
That's right.
So Lee Sin and Jarvan going down. Reignover again, a very good early game jungler. Cloud Templar, we would not call that man an early game jungler. So they're going to go ahead and ban it out, make sure that they don't get that pressure. And Kennen going down last.
Banning one of Smeb's few champions. And there's the Elise ban, so we'll see.
And
is it going to be a first pick Thresh or Mad Life? Of course it is. Why would it not be? And the crowd goes wild. Mad Life, renowned around not just the world, but the entire universe for his Thresh play.
That's right. And he needs souls to play Thresh. That's why there's that My Life for Mad Life guy.
That's right. Yep. I'm still getting over the fact that we have a player named Ganked by Mom. Still working on that one.
We're never going to get over it.
I know. Smeb and Reignover picking up Zach and Ezreal for their team. And Aurelia. Shy used to play a ton of Aurelia back in the day. Well, like way back. I'm talking like Champions Winter.
Yeah, even before that too. Back in Season 2 when Aurelia was a more viable pick. It'll be interesting to see.
You know, we see her pop up every once in a while. She's not a bad champion at all, of course, but just doesn't fit into a lot of common team comps. And yeah, there we go. Switching over to that Vayne, much more Spaces type of champion.
You know, when I think about Space, I tend to think about Kog'Maw mostly, and Caitlyn.
Ooh, there we go.
But that'll be a Vayne and the jungle Nunu coming through as well.
Totally Cloud Templar style jungler, I feel too. Yeah.
Not mechanically difficult. Can help his team support in that late game. Targeted abilities, probably feels very comfortable. Much more about your decision making rather than your mechanics. And
ooh, Nami Shen picked up. I love that we're seeing so much Nami this season. Makes me very happy.
LGIM has insane engage right now. If they round this out with something like a Karthus, they're going to be feeling pretty fine, I think.
I would agree, and Mid King, known for his Karthus too. So there's the Orianna. All right. Let's see if they go with that. Orianna Rise. Maybe Orianna Vladimir, we'll see. What will those mid and top picks be? The Vlad locked in, but we don't know if he's going top. Yes, he is. There's an Orianna in the mid lane. For CJ Frost.
Good comp, gives you a lot of nice damage balance, gives you a lot of control. With utility, the slow from Pool on Vladimir, he's also a constant threat.
Yep.
With Vayne poking around the outside, could be quite nice.
We may see a mid Ezreal if that Tristana gets picked up for Paragon. And I gotta say, Tristana would definitely be a champion I could see Paragon playing.
Yeah, absolutely, but
Caitlyn is the champion that Paragon always plays, though, so that's, Oh, but there we go, locking in the Tristana anyway. And I can see it, man. I mean, safer carry, long range. So Paragon likes to do. He just likes to get on the outside of the fight and poke, poke, poke.
Yeah, we've got very safe perimeter attack from LGIM this game.
Yeah,
definitely.
I really like their team.
Yeah, the main problem is that they are going to be extremely vulnerable to Thornmail purchases. However, there aren't really any bruisers on Frost.
Yeah.
So when it would be really awkward for any of these champions to pick up Thornmail. So that actually gives them a huge advantage. I feel like in a way, CJ Frost may have picked themselves into a corner right here.
Well, we'll find out if that's the case or not. Here's our final lineup before the game begins. In the top lane, Shy on Vladimir versus Smeb playing Shen. Vlad has that face that always kind of makes me think he's saying like, ha ha, or something like that, you know? I don't know, a bit foppish. Jungle will be
foppish.
That's right. Cloud Templar on Nunu. Reignover playing Zach.
That new portrait gets me every time.
I know. It's kind of scary. I have nightmares. Mid lane. Oh boy. Ganked by Mom is going to be playing Orianna up against Mid King playing Ezreal. And down at AD carry, I know. Space playing Vayne going up against Paragon on Tristana, a champion we haven't seen him play very much, but could work out for the Yordle carry. Gyuang playing Nami versus Mad Life on Thresh at support. And here we go, guys. Game number 1, LGIM versus CJ Frost. Let's get in the game. Guys, Group D, Set 1, CJ Frost versus LGIM here on Champion Summer with Doe and Monte Cristo. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it greatly. Hopefully you're enjoying the games today as much as we are.
The first set was great. If you're just joining us now, be sure to check out the rebroadcast or the VODs.
Oh.
Very good games between Shield and Blue.
Yeah.
Very, very interesting stuff. Indeed. And yeah, Frost has to be a little bit worried because even though we can see armor coming down in the form of Zhonya's hourglasses, LGIM, without those thorn nails, it's going to be hard to stop their composition if it's played perfectly into the late game. A very farmed Blue Ezreal and a very farmed Tristana are going to be absolutely terrifying, and they're going to exert such incredible turret pressure as well, given their poke, given their range, given the threat of the Zac engage, and the follow-up by Shen. And also, if you're going to split push with Shy against Smeb, he's got no interrupts for that Stand United.
That's a really good point, actually.
I'm very concerned, actually, about Frost's composition here.
Well, we'll see what they can do.
Now,
I mean, there's a lot of factors that could change things. They're going to give that blue buff over to Rainover. Get him a good start in the jungle.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that Frost has every chance to force this early and to get a lead into the mid game.
Yeah.
But if LGIM can outlast them, if they can get their 280 carries farmed up late, CJ may be in a bit of hot water.
Yeah. Well, Shy's going to have a tough time farming in that top lane. Nami's got pretty good zone and poke, and that's going to allow Paragon to get some decent farm going. There's Mad Life. Always a threat, though, with that death sentence.
The Thresh threat.
That's right. The threat. Well, you can't really combine Thresh and threat, can you?
They're already combined for you.
Yeah, it's true. How convenient. And they may... well, you're not going to dive it with Cloud Templar right there, but...
Templar coming to the brush.
Cloud Templar, yeah, he's going to have to go 1-1 against Nunu. And with the regenerative chunks, it's going to be pretty tough to duel a Zac right now.
And look at this push coming in early already.
Yeah. Wow, a lot of damage being done.
Double bubble!
Oh, that's huge. Double bubble all the way! And that's first blood going to Paragon! Oh, what an awesome Aqua Prison.
A huge positional mistake from Frost right there.
Yeah, grouping up under tower, you just cannot do that. Nami will land that every time at the pro level. And I mean, Zac can dive all day. He's got his passive early on.
Wow, that was really quite tragic. They gave double buffs to Paragon as well as first blood.
Man.
Oh my. This tower is not going to last long.
I don't think so,
And you really don't want to give Tristana those advantages. You know, LGIM doesn't have to be too concerned about their turret going down early either at this point. Templar going and clearing out his blue buff. Oh, this is pure pain for Shy now.
Yeah. Oh, it's a rough start, no doubt about it. Has managed to get a little bit of CS yet, but that death is really gonna hurt. Well, here we go. The tower actually hasn't taken that much damage yet. Down to about half health, but it will, yeah, you're right.
It's really...
It will. Monte Cristo's like, they will
Look
all
at that.
die.
The explosive shot, too, just triggering red buff is just so mean.
Oh, that's right.
The damage over time, and it hurts Vlad extra badly as well because it curbs the healing from his transfusion, so he just doesn't even have as much sustain in lane, and he already has problems with sustain with the longer cooldown of transfuse in the early game. This is just like a perfect storm right now. It's also freed up Reignover to just go wherever he pleases.
Well, it's not a good start for CJ Frost. We'll see if they can come back. They've got plenty of game left, so we'll see what happens with that. Meanwhile, ganked by Mom, going toe-to-toe with mid lane, or mid king in the mid lane, rather. Fighting the mid lane itself, and they're in the bot lane of space. But all the action up on top lane right now. Oh, here we go.
Yeah, look at that tag right there. That's just so irritating.
Oh, yeah.
Also gonna, you see Cloud Templar consuming right there, but it's gonna lower the explosive shot, really gonna hurt the consume as well, the HP that you regain.
You know, Mad Life and Spaso have done a lot of damage to that bot lane turret, but you know, like you said, the issue isn't as big.
Yeah, and also,
right now.
to Shai's credit, he's been able to farm much better than Smeb has, which is very impressive given the circumstances that he's had to deal with.
Yeah, 32 CS in this 1v2 is pretty impressive. Oh, nice play. Reignover very, very low. They're going to activate that passive. There it goes. Smeb exhausted, not able to do a lot of damage. Chases Mad Life out of lane. Can he get another taunt? He doesn't even need to. There's the kill. True Shot Barrage coming down. Mid King already 6. And Space still fighting it out. They weren't able to take down Reignover. Oh, and Space could get some kills here. Oh, very, very nice. Traps him against the wall with that condemn.
And there
doesn't get the kill. All right.
That was kind of an awkward situation there.
A little bit, yeah.
From both sides. A few misplays.
I was taken aback. I thought we were going to see some kills there, but...
Only Mad Life going down.
Yeah. That was very bizarre. It was a very odd situation.
Both sides making some pretty key positional errors right there that turned it all kind of wacky, but other than that, we end up without a kill. However, this turret will push forward. Paragon and Guang rushing to lane right now. You can see Paragon starting with a 6-minute BF sword.
He is going to absolutely annihilate Space and Trades if they ever end up running into that. And yeah, I think they're going to send him probably to this. We'll see if they do. You think they're going to send him to mid lane possibly?
We'll see. Now, they did keep the turret up in bot lane, so they may just want to try and clear it out with the splash damage from explosive shot.
Oh, that's a good point too, yeah.
I mean, Mid King does appear to be holding his own right now, so if they can keep the turrets up, and this is also going to exert a lot of dragon pressure in favor of LGIM at the moment if they want it. If they ever get someone low on Frost, it'll be pretty easy. Shai, of course, has 2 movement abilities, but nothing that's going to get him down there instantly like teleport. And with Smeb hitting level 6, they have a lot of opportunities right now just because they managed to keep that turret up. So overall, even like they got Mad Life and their turret remains upright. So they have a huge map advantage right now, LGIM.
Absolutely.
Even though Smeb is starved for farm.
Well, now we see that damage going down that bottom turret as well. Yeah. Paragon's going to just be very annoying. Oh, Death Sentence doesn't quite connect there. And now we've got Smeb versus Shai in that top lane. Shai really well farmed, actually, considering the situation that he was put in, though.
This is an interesting gambit. Look how far pushed up they decided to put this underfarm Smeb. He only has that Negatron cloak.
Yeah.
And so they've got the wards down inside of the jungle. They are keeping up that pressure very nicely. So they're trying to curb Shai's farming just a little bit here.
Yeah. Oh, Cloud Templar coming in from behind. They're going to try to catch Smeb. He's got that taunt loaded up. There we go. Taking the snowball hit, but not before he's well away from everything. Quite safe. Ready to operate on somebody else. Yuang having a good game on Nami. Feeling pretty happy. The support's exchanging laughter. They're like, yeah.
I'm really surprised.
Oh, nice between the minions on Paragon. Some damage put on him there, but...
I'm really surprised about Cloud Templar and Shai making that positional error early, especially because they knew Reignover was there. I mean, that double bubble was like certain death in that situation.
Oh yeah, speaking of certain death, we may have Zach coming in to dive this turret.
Come on, double bubble number 2. I believe in you, Guang.
Guang. They're staying very well spread out, though. Space using the tumble, and there we go. That's the side. Tidal Wave coming in as well. They hit Mad Life. Oh, the flash, though. And there's the box. Can Mad Life get away? Everyone getting slowed down. Rainover not quite getting that Q. Paragon very, very low. This did not work out at all. Oh, Paragon! Why are you going back
his
in?
buster shot in order to knock Space back. There we go, Exhaust.
Exhaust close enough. Space trying to tumble.
Paragon
Aqua Prison misses.
Out.
Space chased a bit too far, and he's going to pay for it with his life. Space, the final frontier.
Well, Shy, meanwhile, has managed to put some pressure on this top turret.
Yep.
But it'll be,
wow.
Mid King just straight up dying in a duel to gank by Mom.
He was just ganked by Mom. It happened. Good job, Bob.
Good
ganked
job.
by Mom, otherwise known as Bob. He's like, yeah, I did that.
I got it.
I got it.
I got Mid King.
That's right. He's not the king of mid anymore. Mom's home.
We'll see a replay of that. I'm very curious how he managed to lock down Ezreal.
Yeah, seriously. Well, let's find out. All right, so, well, all right, Mid King.
Okay.
Well, a little bit of damage to command attack. And there's the shockwave. Oh, nice. Very well done. The shockwave dissonance, like right as Astral Shift happened, didn't end up working out very well for Mid King.
Well,
and wow, ganked by Mom.
Still couldn't get an objective for it, even though they have that turret in bot lane very low.
Yeah.
The upshot is the huge, tremendous farm difference between Shy and Smeb is actually keeping this game pretty close.
Paragon gets grabbed by the Death Sentence. Mad Life waiting for that play. Oh, we tried to get him right as he rocket jumped, actually. And I wonder if you can pull Tristana out of rocket jump with Flay. Because you can rocket grab Tristana mid rocket jump. So yeah, I would imagine that's why we didn't see him using that Flay right away. Interesting stuff. Huh. I love watching Mad Life. I learned so much stuff from watching this guy.
We all learn stuff from watching Mad Life.
Indeed.
Oh. Giving a little tap. Cloud Templar here around the corner, though, and he comes in on the Thresh Lantern.
Indeed, and there's a tidal wave going through just as a disengage. Oh, Paragon manages to dodge that Death Sentence, but here comes Cloud Templar. Absolute Zero slowing them down. He deactivates it. There's the damage onto Guang. Nice kill. That was a great Absolute Zero by Cloud Templar, just enough to slow him down.
And LGIM has to hold these outer turrets up. They have to be a little concerned because you don't want to let this Vladimir Vayne combo snowball.
I mean, the thing is what we've seen time and time again is that when it comes down to it, CJ, Paragon gets totally trapped. The Condemn slowing him down. Rainover comes in to try to help with the disengage. Doesn't work out. Oh, man.
What the hell did Paragon get condemned into right there? There was a stun, but he wasn't against a wall. I actually think that there is a bug with Death Sentence where if you condemn into it, because Paragon would have hit the wall, I believe, he just got stunned in place instead as he got dragged forward by Death Sentence. That was really weird.
I always learn something when I watch Battle. Well, there you go. Now you know, guys. That's
Shy
scary.
with the dirty farming, too. He's totally done a number on Smeb. Smeb trying desperately to get a Spirit Visage, but...
I mean, I really just feel like we're seeing Frost be the stronger team in this game, despite that rough start.
Yeah, they got 2 turrets, and all of a sudden, look at that.
Yeah.
They get a pretty big gold lead for 13 minutes, just turning it around from a 1K deficit.
Gold isn't always everything,
but
in this situation, it certainly is.
Well, here's the problem, is that Shy, because he's so far ahead, is always going to win the split pushing duels with Smeb now.
Yeah.
And so, as long as they can force engagements on other part of the map, and we're in the kind of Tristana power trough right now, where she's pretty weak before she can finish IE, if they can just keep the pressure up, snowball their advantage with more turret kills, they'll be okay. And Shy, look at this. You just can't remove him anymore. He's absolutely terrifying. Yeah, he's got Spirit Visage.
He's like 80 CS ahead at 13 minutes.
Yes, this is bad.
Wow. It's like flame levels of CS leads.
At 14 minutes, I don't know if I've ever actually seen an 80 CS difference.
Oh, here we go.
Minutes.
Paragon rocket jumping over the wall. They're going to try to catch Shy anyway. They may get him a lot of damage. No, the pool just a little bit too much.
Not to mention,
Ignite doesn't finish him off.
The Hex stack.
Shot barrage. Nope.
Yeah, he's got too much spell vamp. That's the thing, is they had to send 2 people up there to deal with him. And the problem with this kind of split pushing Vlad with double mobility summoners as he's specced into utility. He's going to get that distortion enchantment. And now that he's so far ahead, what's going to happen is he's just going to sit in top lane. If you come and try and gank him, he's just going to pop Ghost.
Yeah.
If you come with one person, he's going to outduel them. If you come with two people, he'll just pop Ghost and leave. Then you waste so much time with two people in top lane that the rest of Frost is just going to take your turret.
Yeah. That's not a good situation to be in. Vlad becoming like the super split pusher now. Space wanting to duel against Paragon here. Paragon taking a lot of damage, but enough damage done to Space in return to force him apart again. But it's all about Space getting that lane nice and pushed up. Meanwhile, Madlife helping out gank by Mom in the mid lane. We call him GBM, I guess, too.
GBM.
Or Bob. Oh, here comes Rainover coming right onto Bob. There's a tidal wave. Lantern. Oh, nice escape from GBM. Gets away courtesy of the Thresh Lantern.
Let's be honest, that was a nice escape because of Madlife.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. Right. Oh, what a play! Madlife, oh, the death sentence! Gets him right after forcing the flash. Gank by Mom's not done yet. The shockwave bringing him in. And Cloud Templar showing up as well. Madlife, he's going full bloodthirsty, but doesn't KS. Oh well, I guess.
And Shy comes in from behind. Here he goes. What will he get? The slow with the pool. Space following up. Here we go.
Double kill for
Frost
Space.
tanking the turrets. And they are not
Triple
long
kill.
for this world. A triple for Space.
And will be the Quadra. You bet it will.
As Space cleans it up and the crowd goes nuts here at the Esports Stadium.
Insane plays from so many members of CJ Frost in that fight. Beautiful, beautiful engage.
Right
a
there,
near perfect team fight.
The critical decision was we had the great engage by LGIM. We had that wombo combo. We had the Zac followed up with the Shen ultimate.
Yeah.
It looked so bad. But Madlife nullifying the ults. And then Frost saying immediately, hey, they don't have their engage anymore. They don't have their CC. Let's turn this around. They go straight in and just drive the dagger into the heart of LGIM.
It's a beautiful thing. And I mean, look at Madlife right now. He's 3-1-2. Oh, it makes me so happy. Space just looks at him and he goes, make it so, number one. And
right.
then Madlife makes it so. Man, he hit warp 9 in that fight, dude. The flay as Zac came in. Then death sentence over the wall, like, oh man.
And that is
plays from this guy.
That is the beauty of Frost team fight coordination.
It's like you feel like you're having like a lucid dream about the best plays you've ever seen, then you're like, no, this is actually OGN champions.
I mean, to take that situation and then to immediately know that LGIM was in a moment of weakness and to turn it around like that was absolutely insanely good play calling by CJ Frost. There are very few teams in the world who could see that window, that very brief window, and then totally destroy another team.
And not just, you know, I mean, there's no hesitation, too, just engaging as a unit like that as well.
So fluid.
Yeah. These guys, I mean, every single season they're shoo-ins to get to the finals. And Space going in on Paragon again. Oh, look at the damage! Paragon! Oh, Space!
We'll live with the barrier.
Wow, the Ignite! Oh! Finishes them off. They trade 1-for-1, but oh well.
That shot barrage would have killed him.
Yeah, that's right. Smeb in a little bit of trouble here.
And this is the problem with Shy right now, is he's an absolute monster. 100 CS up at 18 minutes.
Yep.
My, oh my, what an advantage.
Shy getting knocked around a little bit by the Let's Bounce. Cloud Templar, though, in position, and Rainover has to Let's Bounce out. Oh, they catch him. Has to get over the wall. Shy doing some damage to Mid King.
Look at that. Forces the stand united as well.
Yeah.
Giving them no maneuverability. Taking the inner turret in top lane. Frost.
This is just
a
obscene.
well-oiled machine.
No kidding, man.
And they're taking that advantage home. You know, we talked about how scary LGIM can be in the late game. Well, this is perfect play from Frost. Baiting out those ults, turning it around, just farming Shy into hero mode, basically, and then having him constantly draw two people in order to deal with him up into that top lane. Beautiful, beautiful play from Frost here.
Wow.
And they're just going to close this one out quickly. They don't want to be against a late game Ezreal Tristana combo. They say, hell no. We're just going to kill you before Triss can even get that Infinity Edge.
Well, they've done a great job of it so far. Man, and any questions about Space and Mad Life as a duo, I think have been answered and then answered again this game.
I guess we're looking at a replay of this. Space going all in onto Paragon. And we do see the Blade of the Ruined King going down. Space bopping. He's one tick away from living, but here we go. True Shot Barrage. Aw.
Poor Mid King. Would have meant his first killing blow of the match. Well, guys, Frost looking like Frost often does.
And this is like the look at this. Shy actually has more HP than Shen in the top lane, simply because Shen has had to buy all these resist items and armor items and hasn't been able to get that HP he so desperately needs. And Shy just, with the AP he has, stacking up that passive.
Yeah.
He's an absolute nightmare right now.
Dude. I think this Space and Mad Life thing is going to be the best bot lane duo that Frost has ever had. I foresee this duo doing amazing things this season.
I mean, I still think they lack a bit of Woong's touch and picks and bans, because yes, Frost has absolutely manhandled LGIM this game, but there's a pretty big scare factor. If this LGIM team had managed to go into the late game with only a small deficit or even perhaps, it would have been pretty hard for CJ Frost to overcome that.
Oh, Rainover sees a nice grouped up CJ team, and he's going to go in on it. And there's a tidal wave, a nice engage, but the box doing very well. Yeah, it just didn't work out. I mean, the slingshot didn't hit anybody. The tidal wave was okay, but there was just no follow-up.
Yeah, Smeb also is like the slowest split-pushing Shen in the world right now.
Yeah.
We're at 22 minutes into this game almost, and he still doesn't even have a Sunfire cape, so they're not even concerned about his splitting at all. There's no reason to be worried. They can just group and keep going. They know Let's Bounce is down.
Makes sense.
They know the tidal wave is also down.
Oh, wow, look at the damage from Command Attack Dissonance. That's a ton of damage coming out of Ganked by Mom right now. Oh, Shy. He's like, yeah, come on. Come on over. I will fight any of you. And Mad Life, oh, barely missing that death sentence. Paragon with a nice juke there to avoid it.
And look at that, in the time it takes Frost to siege 2 turrets. Because of how slow Shen is, Shy just says, okay, we'll take 2 turrets. And I'm just gonna go walk up here, stop your split pushing.
Yep.
No objectives for LGIM. This is not good for Incredible Miracle.
No, not really. Yeah, it's a lot of damage on Vlad right now. He's looking scarier. Scarier and scarier every moment. Well, and what's this? Actually, Smeb tried to recall, but Vlad was right there. I was just watching the mini-map. And there we go, Rainover going back. Now, a lot of members going back, and actually with those recalls, this might be a tempting Baron opportunity actually for CJ. We'll see, they're thinking about it. There's a lot of wards around Baron yet, so they need to clear those out first, but Baron is definitely becoming a point of contention. It's around that 24-minute mark when we see the normal Baron, you know, the normal early-ish Baron.
Yeah, and we do have the IE on Tristana now, so they're getting slightly scarier. Still no Muramana.
Yeah.
On to Mid-King's Blue Ezreal.
Well, he's been killed twice. He's been held back in CS a little bit. Has had to spend a lot of time farming at turrets, so it's going to be a little bit tougher. But now this fight, all in the top jungle here. And I mean, the thing is, if CJ can catch LGIM grouped up in the jungle in one of these narrow corridors, man, are they going to take a lot of damage.
Well, the thing about Frost and what has always made them extraordinary is what good League of Legends teams do is they pick a comp and then they get their way. They force the game to be played along their lines. And Frost has just historically been excellent at that.
Yep.
Because they will make plays. Just like we saw, that mid-game fight where LGIM had a good engage and Mad Life basically just single-handedly stopped it in its tracks was really the turning point of this game.
That Baron died so fast. Oh, wow, what an easy Baron. The crowd is cheering. Shy in the mid lane. Just split pushing a bit. Oh no, they catch Rainover. The tidal wave tries to disengage, but doesn't help at all. And that is a champion gone. That is a very valuable long cooldown ultimate gone as well. And look at this, Shy just 1v3ing LGIM. There's a flash over the wall from Cloud Templar. Damage being done. And Mid King just can't get away. There's no chance. A double kill already for Space.
Shy is the definition of real terror right now. This is what happens when you get hugely farm split pushing Vladimir. He is one of the best duelists in this game with the Spirit of the Spectral Wraith build. I mean, there's nothing at all that LGIM can do, and they take a 15K deficit here at 25 minutes.
Oh, there's the shockwave. Oh, they catch so many people. Smeb just so low on health. He's just not durable at all. Shy's just never gonna die. And there goes the Nexus. That is gonna be about it, guys. They're gonna grab Rainover for fun, but that is it. GG, and CJ Frost with a dominating win over LGIM team number 1. A very happy Mad Life in Space on the fan signs and in the booth too, I'm sure. And there's Shy with an absolutely crazy game on Vlad.
Truly
Insane,
impressive,
man. And he was actually 0-0-6. Didn't get a single killing blow that game, but the impact he had was immense.
Oh, absolutely. He just kept the lane pressure up. That was his job that game.
Yeah.
His farming and his ability to draw people out of position was really what was important right there. Very nice play.
Right. Looking
Overall,
pretty good.
And a very clean game from Frost.
Yeah.
They didn't let it get to that scary late game point where Tristana and Ezreal could really take off. They saw their window for victory and they just took it.
They knew what they needed to do. They did it well. There's Mad Life with the epic Thresh plays as always. Crowd loves that guy. Man, if you want to learn how to play Thresh well, watch him.
That was some insane Thresh play. That team fight was totally turned around by his skill.
I want to see a replay of that. That was amazing.